Well, Matt, it was a good performance on Tuesday night against a very energetic Fulham side. Did everybody come through that okay?
Yeah, they did. Obviously, we had George, who had to go off during the game, but that doesn't look too serious, being assessed today. But doesn't look too serious, but he's in a lot of discomfort, so we'll see what that means before the weekend, see if it settles down in time enough. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But apart from that, everyone else came through fine, which was great, because that was one of the big things for the evening, was to try and get as many minutes into everybody as possible. I think we made 8 changes from Saturday in the game on Tuesday night, which, as I say, barring George, that meant there was a lot of good minutes shared around everybody else, so that was really good. In terms of the game, I thought it was a tough game. I think they're a good team. They've got some really good young players in that team, some internationals thrown across it, which was, I mean, before the game I was looking at a player in their team that, without realising he'd played in the Copa America semi-final for his country and started the game. So you're looking at it, wow, okay, so it's not your average kind of youth team or whatever like that, and there is always this stigma attached to it. So I think the mentality of the players was fantastic to make sure that we made sure we won the game, which was the most important thing, because we want to do well in that competition, but of course we always want to win the next game. So really impressed with lots of what I saw on Tuesday night. There was a few bits and pieces to tidy up on, but overall I have to say, coming through it, no real injuries from the game, and another victory was really pleasing.
You mentioned the injuries there. How is everybody else who's on the treatment table at the moment getting on? It's great to see the lots of Brandon Conley and Donovan back out on the grass, albeit probably not quite ready just yet.
Yeah, they're getting close. Like, Brandon was very close for that game. And we just got to decide when's the best time to get him into the games. Obviously, it was a shame we couldn't play them both on Tuesday night, because that would be the perfect type of game that I wanted to get them into it. We just got to decide in the next coming weeks, the coming days, the right ones to put them back into the squad, put them back into the games, get as many minutes as I possibly can as training goes on. So and if we can't do that in the games, then we've got to find ways out on the training ground to get them match minutes. So yeah, that's what's important with those two coming back. In terms of Josh, had a little bit of a setback with him, so we'll go and see a specialist on Monday. So that's a bit of bad news for the week, is that it hasn't quite the rehab gone as we hoped it would have gone in terms of the way he's recovered from it. So we've got to see a specialist and see if there's something else that then needs to be done. So that's a real shame. We hope and get lucky on that one. Fingers crossed. So everyone barring those ones that we know about, and the Josh one now I've just told you about, are coming along, and I'm sure it won't be too far before we see all of them, Osh included.
Moving into this weekend's game against Salford, what are they going to pose to us? They've had a decent upturn in form in the league recently. I think it's unbeaten in 4-2 draws, 2 wins. So again, pose another tough test for us.
Yeah, I think this is the best Salford team I've seen in a little while, for sure. Watched them on the TV against MK Dons a couple of weeks ago, and thought the same when I was watching that. They've got some really good threats, a really strong squad to them, but that doesn't surprise me. Carl knows the level very well, knows levels above very well, and he knows how the vision that he wants to see his team played in. So it doesn't surprise me that they're looking strong. For us, it's about being us, and wanting to continue, working hard, putting a good performance in. I'm sure we'll have an unbelievable travelling following for the game. So yeah, we're desperate to put on a good performance and have a good day for them. So yeah, it's all set up to be a really good League 2 game, and one we're looking forward to.
Elsewhere, you've mentioned, on record that you may potentially go into the free agent market. You've done so now with Rico coming in. How pleased are you to add him in, and what's he going to add to the group? Yeah,
Rico's been with us for it's probably 2 weeks now, 10 days. A young player that I knew a lot about anyway. Had a really good loan spell at Walsall last season in the same team as Ronan, so obviously I saw bits with that, and Birmingham offered him a new contract, so it was one that for whatever reason, I don't know, that it didn't quite happen. So we've been fortunate to then have Rico come in with us, and with the injuries that we had and have, it's a really good opportunity for an extra player to be with us, somebody who we think can improve with us. I didn't want to just bring anybody in. I wanted to bring someone who I think has got a real chance of getting better, improving, working extremely hard. So I'm delighted to bring Rico in, and we look forward to working together.